everyone, and welcome to our third edition of TVL Sportsnet of the winter season, the show keeping you up to date with the Tri-Valley League. I'm your host, Tom Nappy. On today's edition, we take you through the TVL teams in the playoffs, and we have a whole lot coming at you. But first, here are the latest TVL headlines. Bellingham Blackhawks boys hockey celebrated senior night on February 15th. They grabbed a 2-0 win over Tri-County in their senior night game. The Hawks end their season 5-14 overall. On the left side is the Dedham girls basketball team supporting the Marauders girls hockey team during their playoff game. Dedham girls lost a close 1-0 game versus Milton in their round of 32 battle. And on the very right, congratulations to Holliston Alpine Ski for their tremendous third-place finish in the MIAA State Championship. Congratulations to the Holliston Panthers girls indoor track and field team on capturing the Division IV State Championship. They finished their regular season play undefeated and captured the D4 state title. On the left, another great shot of the D4 state champion Holliston Panthers girls indoor track and field team. On the right, a shot of the Hiller wrestling team, who finished in 6th place in Division II Central and had 5 wrestlers move on to the States. The Medfield girls swimming team did a nice job at the state championship. A couple Warriors placed 13th and 17th place for dive and also had a swimmer finish 14th and a swimmer finish in 11th place in 2 of the main events. On the left, the Medway cheer team who captured multiple titles, and on the right is the Mustangs Co-op Alpine Ski team who finished 3rd place in the finals. Medway boys basketball and alpine ski have a big commonality, and that commonality is outstanding achievements. Medway boys basketball captured the 31st seed in the Division III state tournament bracket. Millis Mohawks had many impressive athletes during the winter season. Some of their all-stars include Sheelan Conroy, Jack Carter, Harrison Lohr, Avery Hubble, Caroline Connors, Lucy Miller, and Ella Maher. The Millis Mohawks boys basketball team finished the regular season 9-12, qualifying for the Division IV state tournament. Congratulations to the Norwood Mustangs boys hockey team on capturing the TVL large title, finishing 11-9-0 during the regular season. The Mustangs captured the 16th seed in the Division II state tournament bracket. Hopkinton and Medfield girls hockey met up in the round of 32 of the Division II state tournament. Here's a look at what happened. Playoff hockey as tonight Hopkinton Dover Sherborne takes on the Medfield Warriors in a Division II bracket matchup. McPherson flying up the ice into the left circle, sends it to the slot. It's deflected away. What a busy period it has been for both goaltenders. Sent up by Beeler. And now along the end boards, and Arthur puts it off a defender, sent out in front. That puck like a ping pong ball in this series just being sent all around. There's a shot, and what a wrister by Michaela McDonald, who finds the seam, sticks side, and pops it in for Medfield with 45 seconds left. That was just a beauty of a score by Michaela McDonald, sent kind of a saucer-like shot to the net and was able to find the open gap, stick side to make it 1-0 with under a minute left in this first period for the Hiller boys over Somerville. And now there's a shot, and it's turned away Parker Cathan closed in, snuck in there, took the puck, and tried to wrist one in. And coming away with it's going to be Lucy Jean. Jean working past the defender, into the high slot, wrister, into the end boards it goes, and now along the side of the net, trying to stuff it in, and it's turned away. Along the corner, sent out by Rivera. Back to the blue line, Gone takes a swing and a miss, and it's sent up the ice by Carlson, and that'll do it for the second period. An action-packed ending to the second frame. Congratulations to the Warriors for advancing to the round of 32 in Division III boys basketball. Jammed up along the near side. And that is sent in front of the net and backhanded in. What a feed, what a shot. Lexi Gwindon with an absolutely perfect pass to Leah Carlson, and Carlson backhands it in. McPherson is back after her short break. Jean moves it up, and now the pass out, and it's going to be intercepted by Baby Kelly, and she pops it in from the high slot. That'll give Medfield a 3-0 lead at 6:29 left to go. And it's turned away. And a great stop there, sent up the ice. Into the net it goes. Icing on the cake for the Medfield Warriors. Brooke Riley gets score number 4 for the Warriors with 5.9 seconds left to go. So Hopkins and Dover Sherborne will finish with 10 wins, 9 losses, 2 ties. Medfield advancing on to the round of 16 with 12 wins, 7 losses, and 2 ties. The Norwood Mustangs had a good start to their boys hockey varsity playoffs. Meanwhile, the Medway Mustangs had a tough battle against Hudson in the round of 16. Here's the latest on the Mustangs of the TVL.
Martin's going to have the puck. He's going to give it back. He's going to do it. Behind back goal!
Good bounce. Throw pucks to the net. Anything can happen. So Larry, nice job. Good start.
He's going to feed it to the middle of Gillis. Gillis is going to enter zone.
Good ball. Got the hook.
So Gillis gets out. Gillis gets a shot off and scores! Jason Gillis with his second of the night.
Oh, wow.
He's going to give it to Antipkin. Antipkin's going to get a shot. Score!
Oh, nice save. Oh, nice.
Come on!
3 for 3 on the power play. It was an accident.
Yeah.
There we go.
Shot up front. Goal!
Count it.
At the
Count it.
buzzer.
They counted
Come
it.
on!
On Saturday, March 1st, 7th-seeded Medway hosted 10th-seeded Hudson in the Division IV Boys Hockey State Tournament round of 16. It was a 1-0 Hudson lead into the second period. Jordan Souza finds the net for Hudson and makes it a 2-0 lead with just over 5 minutes left in the period. It would be a 2-0 Hudson lead into the third period, but Medway would respond. Michael Curtis nets a goal for Medway, and it's a 2-1 game with 9:20 left in the third period. Medway gets a couple big power play opportunities, and Jason Drake nets a wrister with 3:51 left to tie the game at 2 apiece. The game would end up heading to overtime, tied at 2. After a scoreless 4-on-4 first overtime period, the game went into a second 8-minute 3-on-3 overtime. 42 seconds into the second overtime period, Jordan Souza strikes again and nets the game winner for Hudson as the Hawks take down the Mustangs 3-2. Medway finishes their incredible season 11-10-1. Hudson advances to the round of 8. Coming up, we talk with Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity hockey head coach Scott Hayes. Plus, we check in on Westwood hockey. A whole lot more ahead. Don't go anywhere. This program is brought to you in part by TVLsports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLsports.net. TVLsports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school. Welcome back to TVL Sportsnet, the show keeping you up to date with the Tri-Valley League. Westwood boys and girls varsity hockey have had incredible playoff runs. Here are the latest Westwood Wolverines happenings. Westwood boys hockey entered the Division II state tournament as the 15th seed and took down 18th seeded King Philip 1-0 in the first round. Westwood Media Center's Morgan Donahue caught up with the goal scorer of the game-winning goal.
Victorious Wolverines in overtime, 4-on-4 action. We are joined by some big players in tonight's game. Timmy Malloy, game-winning goal for the Wolverines. Brady Dumais, absolute stud on defense, saved a big goal on an empty net shot, got in front of that. And Johnny Quinn, the game of his life, unbelievable for the big dog over here, getting a shutout in the Wolverines playoff win over a very good King Philip team. Let's start with that. Timmy, they came out firing. You guys are going blow for blow. You know, how impressive were they, and what was the mindset after seeing how hard they came out to how do you counteract that?
I mean, they're a good team. They have a good forecheck. They're on a pretty much 2-1-2, so a lot of pressure on our defensemen. Duma, they did a great job getting the puck up and out. We could play in their zone. So that was a game plan going in. We knew they were a tough team in our own zone.
And Brady, setting the tone off the bat, some really good clean breakouts, physical game. Did you anticipate it being as physical as it was? And how much did you embrace, you know, the punch for punch, hit for hit mentality out there throughout the whole game?
Yeah, it's always a physical one against these guys. So we like to bring the physicality off the bat, and it paid off for us tonight.
Quinny, you were as cool as a cucumber. No bigger saves than late in the game. You stopped a huge breakaway. You know, what was your mindset on that breakaway? And, you know, how big was that just for, you know, rewarding and just confidence?
Yeah, I mean, I saw him coming down. I just kind of saw it. But I mean, you either save him or you don't. And I made the save that one. So
it was a heck of a save. And, you know, without that save, my man over here, Timmy Malloy, doesn't have the opportunity to put it in on net. Brady Dumais did a terrific job throwing that in on net where Malloy went over there for the loose puck, buried it. Timmy, how rewarding is it to not only get that overtime winning goal, but to be able to celebrate with your teammates and also go right over the den and get the boys fired up?
I mean, after an OT goal in the playoffs, you got to go to the stew. That's no questions asked there. And then the boys all coming in, you love it. I mean, I'm here every day with these guys pretty much. We a tight-knit group, so.
We didn't see the six-pack abs after that goal, so we'll save it for the round of 16.
A lot of McDonald's recently. A lot of Dons.
And Brady, you know, super impressive. You were playing with a freshman out there. You wouldn't be able to know. You helped kind of bring up his game and his confidence. How much do you embrace being that leader out there? I said to Tom, I go, it's like playing with your dad out there. Dad's going to take care of you if you make a mistake. You know, how much do you enjoy, you know, having that responsibility, and how impressive has Fengler been for you all season?
Yeah, he's a really smart kid. He picks up everything really easy. He came in ready to work from the get-go, and I kind of knew that things would be pretty easy playing with him. And, you know, he keeps it simple and does a good job.
And, John, how rewarding is this game? First game, King King Philip came away with a 3-0 lead. Controversial goal allowed. Guy was on your lap and they allowed it. But to come away now here with a big win, hard to beat a team twice. How rewarding is it to beat a great team like King Philip the second go-around?
Definitely. The first time out, we did not look good. We weren't ready to play. I think the lights were a little too bright last time with hockey never fights cancer and everything, but this time we were ready to go, and we took it home.
And Quinny, we were talking on the game call, started games as a freshman, started big playoff games as a sophomore. You then played big games for CM last year, now back here in Westwood. How fun is it to be able to have a game like this, but to also be able to celebrate with some of the best friends you've had in Westwood growing up and you have for the rest of your life?
Yeah, it's definitely the biggest thing. I was missing these guys, and it's nice to come back, get a win, celebrate with all the kids that I've been growing up with.
The Westwood boys had a close game versus 2-seeded Woburn in the round of 16, but would fall 3-2 and end their season with 13 wins, 8 losses, and a tie. The 1-seeded Westwood girls took on 32-seeded Walpole in the first round of the Division II state tournament and scored a whole lot of goals. Morgan Donahue was on the call.
Finds Sullivan, shot, score! Kate Sullivan puts Westwood on the board, 1-0 on a beautiful pass by Abby Presley. Walpole going to the net, Walpole has it, saved by Lynn. Big save on the entry. Nice move there by Lewis, shot, scores! Bridget Lewis, her first career playoff goal and a huge goal with 33 seconds left here in the first period. Good job, they just were able to get the player off the ice. Pass in front of the net, Ash, she scores! Maggie Ash on a pass from Kate Sullivan behind the net for Westwood's third goal to go up 3-0. Got it. This is what we talked about when it came to the cycling. Pass by Ash to Sullivan, she scores! Whistle, now she can come out. Levering, and working towards the net. Shot, yeah, goal! Liz Levering on a penalty shot.
What a way to score your first goal in the playoffs.
Sullivan making a couple nice moves. Works it inside, able to keep it on her stick. Chips it under the bar for the goal. Goes bar down for the Wolverines. A short-handed goal by Sullivan here. Connolly, the shot, and she scores!
What a goal.
Went through, I think, 2 sets of legs. I think it went through the defender's legs, then the goalie's legs.
We are joined by the victorious Westwood Wolverines, 7-0 winners in the round of 32 over a very good Walpole Timberwolves team. We're joined by Jen Lynn, Bridget Lewis, Liz Levering. Girls, how you feeling after a big round of 32 win over a great Walpole team?
I'm feeling great. This is my first time as a playoff game, and it's just great to get the W.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really nerve-wracking at first, but once we got out there and started getting the lead, it was amazing.
It was amazing watching the girls, fly out there, especially because it's a lot of people's first games, and I just feel like the chem was really good.
Jen, big game out of you. You had a shutout. How's the confidence feel after a shutout, especially a playoff shutout?
It's really exciting. So, for the next game, I'm really excited because I know it's going to be a stronger team. And, yeah.
And just confidence out there, too. What was the confidence in the game? You were seeing shots on net, second opportunities, third opportunities, then you were putting everything to the side. How were you feeling at the beginning of the game? And, were there any nerves? And if there were, how'd you shake them off?
There weren't really any nerves. I came in confident, and I knew I could just, do great things out there.
Yeah. And then girls, 8th graders for your Wolverines. They haven't even stepped foot at 200 and Hatton Street yet and had a big part in the win tonight. So we'll start. Bridget, you scored with 30 seconds remaining in the first period, the vulnerable minute of the first period. How rewarding was that goal for you? Your first playoff goal, but also a huge goal for the Wolverines' momentum going into the first intermission.
Yeah, no, it really shook off the nerves. I was really excited. I think it got us started a little bit after me and Kate's goal. So. Absolutely.
And then Liz, we were saying on the call, rare that you see penalty shots called. We've seen 3 this season, by the way. You guys have drawn 3 penalty shots. Even rarer to see it in the playoffs. So penalty shot, you absolutely buried that. How rewarding was that for you? And what did you see there? To choose pass or to choose shot instead of a deke.
Well, obviously it was very rewarding and very exciting.
I not very good at deking, and I feel like I have a pretty good shot, so I sort of knew going in there that that was going to be my idea.
And girls, first playoff game, was there nerves? And then who are the players that you look to kind of help calm those nerves, where you see the confidence they bring and, kind of settles you down?
Yeah, I had some nerves going into the first period, but all of our captains really encouraged us and helped us calm down for our first time.
And Bridget?
Yeah, no, I was really nervous going into the first, but just the team, the energy, everyone was just it was just very calming.
And last question, Jen, how big was it just having the den here, having your classmates, and how fun is it when you have a playoff game at home like this to have your classmates celebrating and behind you guys 100%?
Yeah, usually the student section is really small, so it was shocking seeing a lot of people come to this one, and especially the supporting is it's really huge in sports. So I think everyone is going to support the boys game after this. So yeah, it's pretty big.
Awesome, and I saw them supporting you guys. Girls, great win, 7-0 win. On to the round of 16. You guys are going to play the winner of Scituate and Leominster.
The Westwood girls went on to the round of 16 and took down 16th-seeded Leominster 3-0. The Wolverines next take on Auburn in the round of 8.
Along the far side, win. Shot, turned away, open net, it's put in! And how about that start for the captain, James Hayward?
Hello, everybody. Tom Nappy here, and we are joined by Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity hockey head coach Scott Hayes. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well, Tom. How are you?
Doing very well.
Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Glad you could join us. What a tremendous win you guys got on senior night the other night on Saturday. Against Dedham, 8-6. What a shootout it was. Could you just talk about that game and your team's performance?
Yeah, sure. We were thrilled for our seniors. It was a great way to honor them. I think it showed a level of resilience that we're very proud of as a team. To be able to kind of weather the storm, so to speak, and come back when we needed to.
One wristed up the ice by Wynn. No icing. Sent across, intercepted by Hayward around the goalie. There he is, a hat trick. James Hayward with the hat trick. He's out most of the season due to injury. He comes back tonight for the first time in a long time, and he gets the hat trick.
Changes the lineup. James is incredible. We rely on him for a lot of offense, but if people don't know, he plays a whole 200-foot game, and he's an impact every shift he's on the ice.
Absolutely. Now, a lot of new faces on this team, and it seems like the team started off a little rocky, but has really come together, and you're solid on both sides of the puck, and you're beating some of the best among the best in the TVL. What's it been like to watch this group grow and become better and better as the season has gone on?
Well, it's been rewarding. It's a great job for a coach to have. And I haven't had a young team before. I think this is one of my first, but it's been awesome. Just building the team with them on a daily basis and seeing the progress that we've made. I couldn't be prouder of the group.
Is there anyone in particular that has stood out to you for one reason or another?
Yeah, Matt Pedroli's a pretty special player.
What a shot he has.
Yeah, he's got a great shot. The release is incredible. But he's dynamic with a lot of one-on-one moves. I don't know what he's thinking when he's going into them, but somehow he gets out of them, and it's pretty awesome.
Off the face-off, sent over to DaCosta. DaCosta gets it over to Wynn. From the top of the circle, out in front, puck is loose. A battle for it. There's a shot by Pedroli, and the Hillers win! Matt Pedroli rings it in, and the Hopkinton Hillers overcome a 2-goal deficit with just over a minute left.
come all the way back and win it with 1:55 left to go in overtime. Unbelievable.
So an 8-6 game against Dedham, and you've had crazy offensive games like that, and you've had those gritty, grinded out defensive games. It must be good to have a team that could really seems to adapt to any situation.
Well, we talk in the room, we've earned a little reputation amongst ourselves for, being able to come back in a few of these games, a little bit of clutch performance in our game. So, that's excellent to have and extremely exciting when it does happen, right? But it's nice to be able to score when you need to and, keep pucks out of the net when you have to as well. Right, so it's, we've been a solid team, I think. And like I said, we continue to build and we identify areas that we need to improve at every day.
And throughout the rest of the season and hopefully heading into the playoffs, and I think you guys will get there. But is there any goals that you got for this team throughout the rest of the season?
Sure. I mean, there's a lot still in play. I mean, the TVL was still up for grabs. Unfortunately, we dropped the game to Norwood 4-2 last night, so makes it a little bit further of a stretch. But the other thing that's in play is, the MIAA power rankings keep coming out. And most recent, as of Tuesday, we were 19. So you naturally see the 16 number, and you want to get there to host a home playoff game in the first round.
Absolutely. Now to wrap up the regular season, you got 3 games on the road. Do you like being on the road to close out the regular season, or do you wish there was a home game mixed in there?
I think I might like it. I think I might like going on the road. I mean, I certainly like going to Loring on Friday night. I'm excited to go to Babson on Tuesday and play Needham.
That is going to do it for this edition of TVL Sportsnet. A big thank you to all who tuned in, and we'll have another episode coming up in the very near future to keep you up to date with the winter playoff happenings of the Tri-Valley League. A big thank you to the multiple town stations who are airing this program, and for our tremendous HCAM crew, I'm Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.